What's up? This is Jamie Lewis. I'm here with Lance Groom. Lance Groom is a domainer. He got himself a copy of Domainer Elite. He's been mining and selling. And he's going to share with you a little bit about how he does it. Changing up the pace, because a lot of the time you hear my story and how I do it. Well, now you're going to hear how Lance does it. He does it a lot different than I do it. So he's selling domains for $500. Boom, 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 boom. Selling multiple domains. He's going to tell you how he's doing it. And you guys probably going to want to do it too, because it's turning a $9 domain into a $500 domain. Beat stock trading, cryptocurrency, all of those models are much, much, much more riskier than what Lance is doing. So without further ado, hello, Lance Groom. Lance Groom, tell us about your incredible success using this resource, which is blowing my mind. How you're able, you're a scientist, aren't you? You're like a chemist. You're putting the chemistry together.
Thanks, Jamie.
Social chemistry, the supply and demand, buyer and seller.
This is pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, I'll actually be sleeping some nights, and I'll just get up in the middle of the night and start writing down ideas. And I'll go down the road and just start typing in, just looking for different things, 4, 5, 6, 7 character domain names, and just start dancing around different topics, But I get these domain names for under $14, and I sell them for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I sold one for $700, another one for $500. Just bought another one today that goes out tomorrow, and I sell it in a marketplace. I sell it at Warrior Plus. You sell it anywhere you want to. I don't even go to flip it. I don't wait for the auctions. I buy a domain name. I look at the domain name. I look at the backstory, what I could do with it, have any significant meaning to me. And if it does, that's what I want the person that buys it. I want them to see what they can do with it. And I create a backstory of what possibly the buyer can do with it. So if I don't sell it, I'll build a business with it. Then I go and I send it to my list. And I have a tiny list, but I sell it in my list. I do marketing over Warrior Plus, and I've always been able to be successful to sell them for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So imagine if you had software, how many more you could find. This is an incredible business. My roommates are tired of hearing about it. I threw cash at them the other day just to tease them, but I've been selling so many domain names, and they just can't believe it. I'll walk out and I'll tell them what I'm going to buy. I just bought another one that's worth value with it, $22,000. And I'm going to sell it for hundreds of dollars, and I make a game out of it, and I sell it. And some of them don't talk to me anymore, but anyway, they're excited. One roommate's going to learn now. So this is something anybody can do. This is easy to do. It's insane. It blows me away. One domain I had for 2 days, and I sent it to my list. I sold it in 15 minutes. Another one, had it for a couple days, sent it to my list, sold it in 10 minutes. I actually sold the domain because I had already drained my PayPal account to my bank, hadn't hit yet, just to buy another domain that I saw, and I sold that one in 10 minutes for real cheap, and then bought another one and sold it for a lot of money.
Crazy,
so
man.
You can buy and sell. You never run out. There's so many opportunities out there.
So do you think, in your opinion, is putting together like the sales page, where traffic on Warrior Plus and your list is going to see this sales page, and it has sales copy, talks all about the cool things about the domain, and then they're like, wow, and they get ideas, and then they buy it. Do you think the sales page is like this secret right here? Like, because I was going to show them a screenshot of the sales page.
Part of it, there's 3 things I tell them. Number one is it's a .com. It's a small character .com, 5, 6, 7 character. If you find one like that, it doesn't mean you have to do a short domain name. The second thing is the backstory, what research I've done, places I go to see if it has history, what the appraisal is, and I take a snapshot of the appraisal and stick it on the site. And then of course, what kind of business they would run with it. And I actually, Jamie, go to my Aweber account and I type all this text out, take a snapshot of it, and that's my sales page, this Aweber Courier New font that shows up mixed with graphics. And I put a little counter on some of my pages, limit it to midnight, and I sell. But it's pretty exciting, the success I'm having with the system.
Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm coming up with ideas too. You're making me have ideas. Like, do you do any copy? Do you do these pages for people? Maybe a lot of my clients would be interested in that somehow. You know, I don't know how much you'd charge
Haven't
for
yet,
it.
but myself.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't yet. My sales copies
Doing it for
are
yourself.
highly converting. So
Yeah.
exactly. So if somebody sees an opportunity, they like the sales copy, they want to use it. I have no problem with it, Jamie. They do convert. They do need to edit
Oh
them to
yeah.
their domain name, but they work good. Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you tell me a little bit about it also. I mean, there'll be a link, guys. We're going to have a link below this video where you can, just go to town. We'll have all the information there. If anything you like sounds good in this video, then right below this video you'll see the links and everything, all right? Because this guy is blowing my mind, man. Can I show them one of the sales pages?
Absolutely, Jamie. Why don't you show them what you need to so that they can see that the domain selling and buying is still alive and well, and kind of
Yeah.
how I do it.
Yeah, we're looking at it right now, man. Crazy. So yeah, so this is everybody. Check this one out here to the left. To the right. Well, these are both of them. These are both of the domains that Lance sold that we're going to show you the example of. To the right is the one that we just saw, that Warrior Plus proof right here, right? That 497. Well, Lance put it on Warrior Plus as a product, selling that domain. You see what I'm saying? So you're not going to lose. It's like you're going to have targeted traffic, marketers who see this sales page here, and look at the way he put it together, right? It talks a little bit about the benefits of owning a domain like this, and then boom, at the bottom, call to action, right? You see that? Incredible. So this one here, I could also see why marketers would be interested in it. It's really catchy. It could be like a brand name, logins. It's kind of like a little play on words there. So that's a cool thing. And then of course we could see why this one's sold here to the left. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the bit of the sales page is like, and then at the same time it's like all you need is a Warrior Plus and a PayPal account, right? I mean that's the main thing.
Absolutely. Warrior Plus account, PayPal account, and you can get started tomorrow.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. Incredible. So, do you have any tips in terms of a lot of the questions I get from people, aside from like the basics and stuff like that, is once people start to get into it a bit, I always tell them, I'm like, don't just list your domain, send traffic at it, right? So a lot of people are familiar with that concept. But I still get questions of like, why is it taking a long time to sell? Like the doom and gloom, I always try to give people a solution for and to help people through snags. Like for instance, troubleshooting and stuff. That's a lot of what I do in the webinars. It's like troubleshooting. People wouldn't be in the webinar if it wasn't for challenges and hurdles that people have to jump over or mistakes people make. And I mean, that's a good way of putting it. What's like one of the mistakes that you made or that you see other people make? Like, what do you think, if someone's like, I've been trying this domaining thing and, I only sold one for $20 or that type of thing. What do you think they're doing wrong?
First of all, Jamie, they quit too early. There's all kinds of ways to sell a domain. I mean, you can sell it on Flippa, 30-day auction, so forth. But this is a fast way to do it. And one thing I do is, like I said, I tell a story about the domain. I give an urgency, so scarcity on the scarcity button. And sometimes I'll go out and I'll do a free offer on Warrior Plus. And I'll send them to a membership area. And I've always got an advertising waiting for them. When they opt into a free offer on Warrior Plus, there's a follow-up email that goes out. And whether it's your download, login, or what, I have a 53% open rate on those. And there's an advertisement in there. You can put anything you want. And I think a mistake that people make for traffic is every time you're sending an email, if, for example, for the Warrior Plus, if you just said, hey, visit my offers here, and they went to your profile, they would see everything you're offering there, and you get more sales, domain sales that are sitting there, all kinds of things. So I think a lot of people leave a lot of money on the table. There's a lot of things that they're not doing to get that traffic, and it's just tightening things up in your business model and making sure that you're looking at the sales page from a customer standpoint, and if it's not exciting to you, it's not going to be exciting to them. So I want to make sure that this first thing I do, and I do the research before I develop a sales page on it and buy the domain name. So like I said, anybody can do this, anybody can get started. I'm making really good money. It's insane the type of ideas that I get up in the middle of the night with and try to type down. Like just today, I bought another one. I know, Jamie, I showed you that. And it had a value of over $22,000 just with this domain. And I plan on selling hundreds of dollars
the
next day or two.
That's a good appraisal, yeah. So yeah, break it down for us, man, before we call it a night. Like, what's the step 1, step 2, step 3?
Step 1 is don't give up. When you have a concept and a theme, just stay there. I usually go to GoDaddy.com and I look for domains and I'll dance around 5 or 6 different characters. And then once I exhaust that, I'll go to another thing and I'll dance around 5, 6 different characters. And every now and then I'll hit it. I'll hit one that's available for $13 some change, and I'll look at it, I'll go get it appraised. And that's the second thing. I go to a special place to get it appraised, and then once I see the value, it must be at least $2,000 before I buy it, appraisal. And if you get lucky, they're way more than that. And then of course, I go to the next step and I go to another place and I look if there's any history, anybody's ever owned it, any web pages used to be attached to it. And after that, I take these sales pages and I just edit them. I just edit them for the snapshot of the appraisal. I edit them for the price and what the domain is. And then I just make a custom order button with the .com. I put a counter on it, or web counter. I do a countdown, and I give them just a little bit of time to buy it on sale, or it goes back up like at midnight to the original price that I want to sell it for. That creates a lot of scarcity, Jamie, and people react to that. Like the last domain name I had, I closed it up 2 minutes early, and I had emails coming in. People were transferring money and wanting to buy it. So I put it back up there for a little bit longer, and somebody bought it within 2 minutes.
Wow, incredible, man. Yeah, man. So look, everybody, if you want to continue with us, look at the description box under this unlisted video and follow along. All right, we're gonna have all the links there, what to do for the next step in your journey. All right, and then we wish you all very well. This is Lance Groom. Lance Groom, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, great.
Thank you, guys.
Great strategy, man.
Make lots of money.
Yeah, and keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. It's awesome. All right, so thanks. I'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you.